الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلي وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى أهله وأصحابه أجمعين ما بعد. مجموع الفتاوى of Sheikh Islam ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah. Deception of Sheytan. Sheikh Fawzan, when addressing the affair of visiting the grave, Ibn Taymiyyah spoke about the evil which occurs at the hands of those who deviated. They believe they speak to the deceased. They allege their deceased exit their graves and greet those who visit them, but in reality they shake text in the form of the deceased and speak to them in order to lead them astray. Aynam. Ibn Taymiyyah, in this respect, there are many people who see the Kaaba circling around them, or they see a great throne with a huge figure sitting upon it. They see the people ascending and descending, and they believe these are angels. They believe the image upon the throne is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is free and far removed from this. In reality, what they are seeing are devils. These stories have been told by several people. Some of them are protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that they recognize these are devils. Like Sheikh Abdul Qadir said in his famous story, I was worshipping. One day when I saw a great throne over water, it was said to me, "O Abdul Qadir, I am your Lord. I have made it permissible for you what I have prohibited for others." I said to him, "You are Allah, the one whom there is no deity worthy of worship other than Him. Go away, O enemy of Allah." Thus the light ripped apart and became dark. Sheytan said, "O Abdul Qadir, you have saved by your understanding and knowledge. I put 70 men to trouble with this." It was said to Abdul Qadir, "How did you know it was Sheytan?" He said, "I knew when he said to me, I have made permissible for you what I have prohibited for others, and I knew that the instruction of Muhammad will never be abrogated or altered. And I knew when he said, I am your Lord, and he was not able to say, I am Allah, the one whom there is no deity worthy of worship except for me." Some of these individuals believe what they are seeing is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, their companions trust and believe they see Allah while they are awake. They do not realize that they are looking at Shaitan. This has occurred to many groups from the ignorant worshippers. They believe someone from their group sees Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with his eyes in this world. Many of them see what they believe to be Allah, but in reality it is Shaitan. Many of them see who they believe to be a prophet, a Rahman, or a Qadr, but it is Shaitan. The Prophet said, من رآني في المنام فقد رآني فإن شيطان لا يتمثل بي. أي نعم. Whoever sees me in a dream has in fact seen me, for Shaitan does not appear in my form. This refers to a dream because a dream could be a truthful dream, or it could be from Shaitan. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prevented Shaitan from taking the form of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and no one will see him while they are awake. Sheikh Fawzan, Sheikh Fawzan Afidahullah, that the Sheikh mentioned about whoever sees the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in dream as reality seen him. This is restricted to those who know his actual appearance. As for those who do not know how the Prophet ﷺ looked, then Shaitan may deceive them and claim to be the Prophet, and the person will believe him. This is because he is not aware of the actual way of the Prophet ﷺ looked in such appearance which Shaitan is incapable of imitating. Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah, some people believe they see angels when in reality it is Shaitan taking a form. Angels are different from jinn in a number of ways. Among the jinn are disbelievers seen as those who are ignorant. Some of the jinn are believers who follow Muhammad ﷺ. Many people who are not aware that these are jinn and devils believe them to be angels. Shaitan will ally with those who do things they love, such as shirk, transgression, and sin. In return, Shaitan may inform the person of some matter hidden from them, or they may harm some of their choice by killing them or causing them to be sick. Shaitan may bring someone to them whom they like. Sometimes they will steal wealth, food, or clothing for the person. The person will believe this is a miracle given to the righteous, but in reality it is so totally mischievous. Sometimes Shaitan will carry a person in their air and take him to a business land. Some of them are taken to Makkah during the evening of the day of Arafah and then brought back home. They believe this is a miracle for the pious, although they did not perform Hajj with the Muslims or don the garments of Hajj, or say the Talbiyah of Hajj, or walk around the Kaaba, or walk at Safa and Marwa. This is clearly from the greatest forms of misguidance. There are long stories about this which occur to the pagans and those that imitate them from the Christians and innovators from the this Ummah. There are none who habitually call upon the dead and seek help from them, whether it to be a prophet or others, except that this becomes a reason for their misguidance. Those who pray at people who are absent see devils that take their forms, or what they believe to be their forms. They say, I am so and so, and they fulfill some of their needs. Consequently, they believe the deceased person they sought help from has spoken to them and fulfilled their request. In reality, it was only the jinn and Shaitan. Some of the jinn and devils will claim to be angels, but the angels do not help the pagans. It is only Shaitan trying to further mislead them from the straight path. The ignorant people are deceived by the feats performed by the person with the aid of Shaitan, so they submit themselves to those who perform those feats, believing they are from the allies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is in spite of the fact that they know these individuals don't know to perform the obligatory acts of worship, such as the 5 prayers, and they are aware that these individuals commit impermissible acts, lawless and oppression. They may be the farthest people from faith and pity. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala declares his allies in his statement, ألا إن أولياء الله لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون الذين آمنوا وكانوا يتقون. Unfortunately for the allies of Allah, there will be no fear concerning them, nor will they grieve those who believed and used to fear Allah much. They see someone who is the farthest away from pity and faith, but because he performs feats outside the norm, they believe it is a miracle for the allies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some of them posted from Islam and turn back on their heels and put their faith in those who don't pray, though they don't believe in the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but they believe they are the greatest allies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The reason for all this is they take evidence from that which is not actual evidence, because they prove that someone is an ally of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the strength of his faith and pity, and these people are the farthest away from faith and pity. Sheikh Fatawaa Ibn Taymiyyah explained the various categories of pagans of which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam informed us. Ibn Taymiyyah, the origin of the pagans is of two types: the people of Nuh and the people of Ibrahim. The origin of shirk of the people of Nuh began by them taking the graves of the righteous as places of isolation and worship. Next, they formed status of the righteous people and started worshipping Adam. The origin of shirk of the people of Ibrahim was their worship of other stars, sun and the moon. All of them worship the jinn. Shaitan speaks to Shaitan speaks to them and assists them while they believe they are worshipping the angels, but in reality they are worshipping the jinn, because it is the jinn who assist them and are pleased with their shirk, as Allah the Exalted said, ويوم يحشرهم جميعا ثم يقال للملائكة هؤلاء إياكم كانوا يعبدون قالوا سبحانك أنت ولينا من دونهم بل كانوا يعبدون الجن أكثرهم بهم مؤمنون. I remember the day when he will gather them all together, and they will say to the angels, was it you that these people used to worship? The angels will say, glorified be you, you are our guardian instead of them. Nay, but they used to worship the jinn. Most of them were believers in them. The angels do not help anyone upon shirk, not with the living or the dead, and they are not pleased with it, but the devils will help them and take the forms of individuals, and the people will see them with their eyes. Shaitan will say, I'm Ibrahim, I'm the Messiah, I'm Muhammad, I'm Qadir, I'm Abu Bakr, I'm Umar, I'm Uthman, I'm Ali, I'm Sheikh, and so and so. Or a jinn may take the form of a person and tell the people the other jinn is a prophet, but in reality all of them are a jinn. The jinn are like man, some of them are disbelievers, some of them are wicked, some are disobedient, some are worshippers, and some are ignorant. Some jinn love a particular sheikh, so they assume his form. They say to the people, I'm sheikh so and so. This person may be in a desert, and he will feed him, give him drink, or inform him about some matters which are hidden to him. That the man will believe this is the deceased sheikh who is doing this, or he believes this an angel in the form of the sheikh, but it is only a jinn, because the angels do not help in shirk, oppression, or sin.